Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I am doing a first impressions video of some drugstore products. This is only drugstore products that I'm using. I've got a foundation, a concealer, a cream blush, a mascara, a couple of eyeshadow palettes, and a lip gloss. But yeah, some of this is new, some of it is older, some of it is old to the market, not to me. It's all new to me. So this is the look that I came up with. If you guys are curious about it, then just stay tuned. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and primed my lids as usual. For my eyeshadow palette, I'm using the new-ish ColourPop Butter Me Up palette. I think for a lot of brands, this would still be considered new, but since ColourPop releases so often, this is like old news for them. But this is what the inside of the palette looks like. So I'm going to go with a more like berry toned look today. It's looking a little beat up, so I should say this may not be a first impression. My son and I played makeup together the other day. He really likes to do that. He likes to put makeup on me, and then he likes me to do like crazy makeup on him because he thinks it's funny. So he was like going to town on this palette. But I haven't actually gotten to use it myself to feel like, to see what it really is like. So, you know, it is kind of a first impression. Anyway, it's enough gabbing. I'm going to go in with, oh, I already have this shade. Lame. Made to Last. I have this in a single. I didn't realize that I guess I had heard that they do that. Just kind of repackage old stuff. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and use that as my transition. Actually, you know what? Since I already have that shade, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do Stay Golden as a transition shade. I can't speak. Transition shade. This might be a little dark, but we'll see. In fact, I am going to set my primer really quick before I get started with that. So today is December 23rd. And until about an hour ago, I thought it was the 22nd. So I was like, oh, I've got plenty of time before Christmas. No big deal. Big deal. I don't have plenty of time. This is not good. Not good at all. But, oh well. My husband and I finished Christmas shopping for our son and my family last night. And then I finished up some additional Christmas shopping online for my in-laws. For his side of the family, we just do like a gift exchange, or we exchange names and do it that way. So it's easier on everybody. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is incredibly patchy. I'm not loving this at all. It's not blending out where I've put it down. Like it should blend. There's this spot right here that isn't getting any color on it. And I'm blending there. There's still color on my brush. So yeah, we got Christmas shopping done. I'm needing to sit here and blend this for I've been blending for over a minute probably. Okay. We'll move on to the next eye. So yeah, we've got most of our Christmas shopping done. I guess I forgot, I still need to get my brother and sister-in-law something, but they'll be pretty easy. And I made the decision like a week ago to knit my son a scarf for Christmas. So I'm in the process of knitting a scarf. I'm like halfway done. Sat around way too long today watching Netflix. I was watching Don't F with Cats, hunting an internet serial killer or something, an internet killer. I don't remember. I guess he's not a serial killer. He was convicted of one murder. But it was the guy that was posting those videos of killing cats. I don't know if you guys saw those. I didn't see them, just heard about them. And they showed parts of those videos in this series, but thankfully they didn't show like the really scary parts. Sorry, so now I'm taking Silk Street. It's this matte purple shade, and I'm deepening up the outer V with that. But anyways, this guy was just, oh my gosh, a complete narcissist and absolutely just a complete psychopath. It's pretty terrifying. But it, like, the show completely sucked me in. I think maybe there were only three or four episodes. And I just sat and watched all of them this morning while I was knitting. But that resulted in me getting a very slow start to my day. Like it's after 3 o'clock and I just got out of the shower. But I had a productive day. I mean, I did some yoga, I worked out, I took our dogs for a walk, or for walks. I can walk 2 of them together, and then the other one has to be walked separately because she pulls like crazy. Okay, and now I am going into Made to Last, that like matte beige shade, just to help blend this out. I'm not loving this at all. Okay, now I'm going to use Reckless. It's this matte brown. It's like a plummy brown. And I'm just gonna focus this on the outer V. So yeah, it is. So as I was saying, it's 2 days till Christmas. And I have not wrapped a single present. So I will be knocking that out tonight. I also have not cleaned my house because I thought that I had an extra day. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's that matte purple that I laid down to deepen up my outer crease is not blending. Has something happened to ColourPop's quality? I haven't tried one of their newer palettes in like a really, really long time. But I'm really not loving this. I'm gonna try to blend it out here. There's like these, I don't know if you can see those lines from where it just isn't blending. What the heck? I just realized I didn't do any swatches, so I'm gonna do that really quick so that you guys can see what the palette looks like. That is terrible. This glitter shade here, it's called Overpacked. Here's the swatch on my hand, and here's what's left on my finger. Like it doesn't come off your finger. I hate that. Okay, so here are swatches. This is the pressed glitter. This actually, I don't know, didn't bother me like this one did. This one, it's like the glitter is suspended inside of a substance, whereas this one just feels like a loose glitter. There's nothing like binding it. I mean, there's got to be something binding it, but not really, not much. This shade here is a matte with glitter in it, and so is the black. And then this shade here is what I use to deepen up the outer V, and it's very, very dry to the touch. So I don't know. The shades that honestly, I don't know. I think the only shades that I actually like is this shade here and this silver. I think that's, aside from like Made to Last, I like the beigey sort of shade. But that doesn't even look like the same Made to Last shade that I have as a single. I don't really understand what's going on here. I think if this had been like the first ColourPop palette I ever tried, there is no way I would purchase from the brand again. I don't know. I don't know if they did change their formula or if I'm just imagining things, but this is not cool. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do with that palette. Now, even though I do want to play with the shade here, the Paradiso, it's that purple shimmer that I liked a lot. I'm going to try this. This is the NYX Love Lust Disco Foil Play. I almost said quad. It's not a quad. There's 6 of them. It's a pigment palette. In the color story is Get Down. So I swatched this. I know that I've swatched it. I think I swatched it in a video. I want to say it was a haul video. And I wasn't crazy about how they swatched. They're just pretty lackluster, but I'm going to see what happens. I am going to try and go in with this shade here on my lid. So nothing's really coming off on my finger. I am using my finger, and we'll just see what happens. Maybe this would be a good like topper shade because it is really pretty. I like it's a white gold basically. And so I do think that it's pretty, but it just isn't pigmented enough to wear on its own. So I'm going to try laying down the shade next to it because it looks like maybe that has a little bit more color, and based on swatch, it definitely looks like it does. Okay, it's a little sloppy because I'm using my finger and not a brush. So I definitely got some glitter kind of all over the place, which is not my favorite thing in the world, but I feel like it's translating okay. I'm gonna take my brush and see if I can kind of soften the transition there. I feel like that helped a little bit. I don't know. It's not my favorite situation. I'm gonna try taking this, it's like a brown shade, and I'm gonna take this kind of in the center of my lid. That seems to help a little bit. Yeah, I feel like that helps. Definitely not my favorite eye look. I will say that. And I have a whole bunch of glitter all over me. And I don't love that either. Oh gosh. And there's nothing that I can do about that. So I'm just gonna move on. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Pacifica Light Clean Foundation. So there was not a box that this came in. It says that it's formulated without silicone, formaldehyde, phthalates, mineral oil, or parabens. I got the shade 33NL, which I believe is neutral light. It is a vegan formula. Pacifica is cruelty-free. Of course, everything that I use is, so. But I had heard a lot of good things about this foundation, and then it just kind of went off the radar. I don't know. So let's just, oh Lord, this might be too dark. The shade selection at my Ulta was less than stellar. And actually, that's not true. They had a ton of shades, but there was foundation spilled all over them. So there were only so many that I felt comfortable picking up. So I'm not sure what the coverage is supposed to be like with this. It says it's a satin finish, oil-free, anti-shine. Shade match seems like it's okay. Okay. I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I haven't ever tried any makeup from Pacifica. I've tried their perfume, but that's it. Okay, so now I've got the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Ooh. And this is not new by any means. This is just something that I have had my eye on and I've never purchased. I like the doe foot. It's one of those like really flexible doe feet. And the formula is pretty thin, which I like. It's kind of reminding me of the Urban Decay, is it the Naked Skin Concealer? Which I love. And I thought that it was discontinued, but it's apparently not. I don't know. But I had taken forever to try this because I had heard somebody say that the Makeup Revolution concealer was a dupe for it. So I went out and I purchased that. I don't know why. They're the same price point. I think because the Makeup Revolution one was in Ulta and I didn't want to place an order with ColourPop just because I didn't have anything else at the time that I wanted to order and I didn't want to pay for shipping. That's what it was. So, but the Makeup Revolution one, I really didn't care for it. Like I didn't dislike it, but it didn't wow me. So I was like, okay, cool. I don't need to try the ColourPop one. But honestly, I feel like this one is totally different. I really like it. It is settling into my fine lines, but like every single concealer I've ever tried does that. Okay. So yeah, so far so good. I do really like that. I am curious to see how it's going to wear, and I wish that I had filmed this earlier in the day so I could do a wear test. So I'll just have to like report back. Okay, the next thing that I want to try is this Ulta Beauty Cream Blush in the shade Sunrise. This retails for $10. I haven't been saying what any of this retails for. Pacifica Foundation is right around $15. The NYX the NYX Pigment Palette is $10, I believe. I don't remember how much this was. It's like 12 or 16. I can't remember. I think 16. And then the ColourPop concealer, 6, maybe 8. I don't remember. But anyways, been kind of curious about cream blushes lately. I tried one recently that I loved, and ever since then I've been wanting to see which other ones are out there. Oh boy. And I don't remember what this retails for. Oh my gosh. I may have like way too much. So I haven't set my face. I'm going to apply this first and then set it. Oh, that's actually a really pretty shade. But I have way too much. Oh no, it went everywhere. I hate it when I have cream blush on a finger and I forget that it's there. And then I touch things with that finger. It seems to happen every time I use cream blush. Probably because I'm just not used to it. So it's definitely pigmented, but I feel like it blended out really, really well. I just need to make sure that it's not too overpowering. Okay, I'm going to set my under eyes with my NYX powder. So this is not a new to me product. And now I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Pretty Vulgar, the Powder Room powder. It's been like one of the only powders I've really used this year. I don't know if this foundation really needs to be set, honestly. Like, it feels like it's set. But I'm going to set it just because that's what I always do. And I can't seem to function outside of my normal parameters. Okay, I went ahead and I did bronzer and highlight off camera. Those aren't new products, and I don't know. One of them wasn't drugstore, so just... Anyway, let's do the lower lash line really quick. So I guess I'll just take Stay Golden. Oh, also, these are incredibly powdery. There's a ton of kick up, which I don't think you guys can really see. Maybe you can a little bit, but I don't remember ColourPop shadows being like this. But maybe they are. Maybe they are now. Okay, the lower lash line is done. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows off camera really quick, and then I will be right back to finish up the rest of the first impressions. Okay, now the next product that I've got is the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. I just have like a little travel size or trial size, and I figured I would give this a try, see what it looks like. Wow, it feels really weird holding a wand like this. The wand does have natural bristles, which I prefer. I do not like plastic bristles on my mascaras at all. I feel like natural ones do a better job of separating but also volumizing. They just do a better job, period. This wand is like, it's pretty big. And I don't know. I guess I've grown so accustomed to the Lash Princess mascara that this is kind of throwing me for a loop. But I like how it looks on my eye. Wow. I'm really loving this concealer. A lot. I've been pretty much exclusively using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And while I felt like I really liked that one at first, I'm starting to question my feelings about it. Like, and now seeing this concealer on my skin, it's just making it that much more real that one is maybe not the most flattering. Okay, so that is the mascara on. I really like this. I feel like, I mean, I used a couple coats, but that's normal for me. I typically do 2 or 3 coats. I feel like it's done an amazing job of volumizing and lengthening, and they're nice and separated. They're not like clumped together. And I just really appreciate that. So that I may have to buy a full size of that at some point. Okay, and then the last thing I'm going to try is this Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. Oh, this is in the shade Flirt Alert. So it's just a pink gloss. We'll see. It's kind of a berry tone. Oh. It's got a serious scent to it. Ooh. Oh no. Okay. I don't like it. I like the color. I like the texture. It's very comfortable, but the taste is terrible. It has that, oh my gosh, what does it remind me of? It reminds me of those lip smackers that I had when I was little, but I liked that. This is like a off version of it. It's got like a raspberry scent and flavor. Oh, but it's not sweet. Oh, it's, I don't know. I'm on the fence about it because it feels really good. Maybe I just need to get it out of the like inner rim. Maybe it's something that I just need to get used to. I can't really smell it anymore. But there's still just that hint of flavor to it. And I can see myself just not reaching for it as a result of that, which is a bummer. But it was only like $2.50, so it's not, or maybe a little bit more than that. So whatever. It's not the end of the world if I don't like a less than $5 lip gloss. I mean, that's less than a trip to Starbucks. So, okay, let's really quick run through what I thought of everything. We had some hits and we had some like serious misses. Let's start with the hits. I love the ColourPop concealer. Now I know it's early, but I'm very excited to see where things go with this. So far I really like it. I also really like the Pacifica Foundation. It's a good shade match. It looks good on my skin. Like I like that I can still see some of the freckles on my nose. I prefer foundation when I can still see my skin underneath and it's not settling in my laugh lines. It's not transferring onto my fingers when I touch my face. Like I've been using the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. I cannot touch my face at all with this without it transferring. Now, normally that's the case with a pretty good foundation. I notice that after 5 or 6 hours, if I touch my face, it will transfer onto my hands. But yeah, I don't know. But so to have something on my face that's not transferring onto my hands is making me feel much, much better. It's just one less thing to have to worry about, I guess. Okay, and then the Milani Mascara I also really liked. So that's 3 total hits. Oh, wait. We got another hit. I really like this blush. I have not heard anybody talk about it so far. So good. I think it looks pretty on my cheeks. It's not overdone. Obviously, I have just put it on. It's just a first impression. So I will update this with like a follow-up video, which I keep saying I'm going to do and I keep not doing. So I'm going to start doing those where I actually review the products. But so far what I like about it is that it blended out great. It's a really nice color. It's not patchy, so I guess that goes along with it blended out great. And it's not heavy. So I'm optimistic about that. I am not crazy about this at all. Which is shocking. Like I thought for sure that this would be a hit because it's ColourPop and they make great products and I've really loved everything that I've tried from them. Maybe not everything, but like the eyeshadows have been really, really good. So this was kind of, this threw me for a loop. And to be honest, I don't know that I'm going to keep it. This may go back, which I hate doing. I experienced this crisis about it because when I return things, they just go to a landfill. But eventually this is going to a landfill anyways. So if I really want to reduce how much is going to landfills, what I need to do is stop buying so much crap. So I might as well, I'm going to think on this and play around with it a little bit more, play with those shimmers that I really liked. And if those are salvageable, then I will keep this. But so far, I mean, this eye look is pretty, but I felt like I had to work with this so much more. And then same with the NYX foil play. Like these are not foiled. I'm sorry. They're not. I don't know. it left something to be desired. It was too, they were just too sheer, I guess. When I think of foiled, I think of like foiled. You get a color payoff and it's shiny and beautiful. And this just isn't that. So I don't know. I might see if a friend or family member wants it. If not, I actually might return this one. Like, I'm more inclined to return this than the ColourPop, honestly. So, but that is going to wrap up this video. That's everything that I had to try, and those were my thoughts on everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so before you go, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.